Welcome back, everybody. Well, think of your favorite show, all right? And when you hear that opening theme, it's like burned into your brain. I remember the Lost theme is like that for me. I ended up not liking the show, but I remember the theme. Well, House of Cards is going insane right now. Everyone who has Netflix, they can't stop talking about it. They can't recommend it enough. Well, the introduction, the theme, has a Rochester tie, and that tie has a name. Norma Holland is with this gentleman this morning. Hey there, Norma.
Good morning, Adam. His name is Jeff Beal. That is the tie to the House of Cards theme, and he is a graduate of the Eastman School of Music. He's with us this morning to talk all about his visit to Rochester. He's here visiting with students. He's performing at a free concert on Sunday at Kodak Hall if you want to hear him, and yes, that wonderful song from House of Cards. And Jeff, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Jeff, I walked in here and I was just gushing about how big a fan I am of this song. Not even just the series, but the song. Do people tell you that they enjoy that song with that bass intro that we, if you watch the show, you know what I'm talking about. I'll let you play it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And you're here in Rochester after many years, and not many years, but about 4 years, to talk to students about composing and what you do.
Yeah. Well, first of all, theme songs are really important to shows. It's funny because, especially on cable and now on streaming, the fact that we have a 90-second main title, I was actually worried that a lot of people might fast forward through it, but I've heard from a lot of people, I watch it every time the show comes on, and it's kind of like a little touchstone to get you in the mood of the show. Part of the fun of coming back to Rochester, of course, because I studied here, and this is really where I learned all the skills that made me be able to do what I do now. And the concert we're presenting on Sunday night with the student orchestra is going to be a lot of my film music, including a lot of music from House of Cards.
Okay, so House of Cards, that's one. But you also composed music for Ugly Betty, for Monk, the show, for Rome, Carnival on HBO. I mean, how did you ever envision when you were a student here at Eastman that you would be composing the music that sets the tone for shows that we all love and watch?
No, it's really thrilling. I remember when my mentor here, Ray Wright, he used to say when you can write a piece of concert music that'll maybe be done by an orchestra and maybe a few thousand people hear it the first night, and then maybe a few more thousand in the next year. But you can write a piece of film music and millions of people will hear it, And it's an incredible gift as a composer to create something and have it be a sort of part of a communal fabric. For so many people, it's really thrilling. You know?
And think about this show. And I was saying, here you are, you've been performing for all these years. And by the way, Jeff performs on the song, the theme song for House of Cards.
Yeah.
You play the trumpet.
Yeah.
But one thing I find fascinating is that here you are, you've been performing all these years, you've been doing all this work, and what are you best known for? In most people's, even in my mind, is a show that is on the internet.
Yeah.
Who knew?
I'm as surprised as you are. I thought, no, what's going to happen? We didn't have this sort of benefit of the time and day sort of buzz about a premiere, but I think one of the things that's really fun about it, and Netflix is definitely a disruptor in that sense, but the fact that people can watch a whole season maybe over the course of a weekend or a week, it changes the way you consume it, and it's really fun from a musical point of view because not only the theme song, of course, I write the underscore for the show, and
exactly,
and it's really fun because I feel like I can score it in a way that I know it's really like a long movie. Every season that we do, even though it takes the better part of a year to create it, it's almost like this 13-hour movie. So it's got this way in which the themes can sort of spin out over multiple episodes, and it has this wonderful sense of really, it's a great dramatic arc and fun. Yeah.
What I love about, and we're going to talk about this next, I have to, is that this is a family affair. Jeff's wife also sings in the, you'll hear her voice in the show, and his son. Your sons, right, plural?
Yes.
Yeah. They perform with you?
Singular, yeah.
Okay.
Henry,
Your son, Henry, will learn all about how this is a family affair when it comes to House of Cards, and of course we'll learn all about the free concert this weekend. Back to you, Adam. I'm
Norma,
fascinated.
you just know
we'll
that...
hear him play, too.
Oh, awesome, awesome. You know that House of Cards fans out there are just freaking out right now. Cool. All right, Norma, we'll talk to you in just a minute.
Why don't you play a little of that song again for us?
Sure.
And we'll let him go.
Oh, I like that. We'll wrap with this.